All right, Elder Statesman here again with another post-rotation deck. Now this is a mono blue aggro deck that I recently saw online. It was played by Ken Yukuhiro to top 4 at Japanese Nationals. And it was an interesting deck. I'd seen variations of it on Magic Arena. Basically involved playing an unblockable creature, putting Curious Obsession on it, drawing a bunch of extra cards. And I noticed that the deck only used a few cards that were going to be rotating out. One of them was the 1/2 unblockable Slither guy. And that was basically kind of replaceable by Mistcloaked Herald as a 1-drop unblockable. And so I was looking at that and I said, this looks like a good candidate for post-rotation deck. So what I have here is we've got the Herald, we've got the Siren Storm Tamer, Merfolk Trickster, Tempest Djinn, and the Departed Deckhand. So we've got basically kind of 4 unblockables, like 2 unblockables, 2 flyers, and then the Merfolk Trickster, which can tap a blocker, get some damage in. That's your attacking force. We've got a couple counter spells. We've got the Wizard's Retort. We have a couple Essence Scatter, a couple Spell Pierce, and a couple Syncopates. And then we've got Dive Down as a way to protect one of our guys. And then for card drawing, we've got Curious Obsession and Chart of Course. Now, this deck uses 4 rares only. Everything else is common and uncommon. So after rotation with Guilds of Ravnica, if there is an account wipe and we're starting over from scratch, this is going to be a really easy deck to put together. And I was surprised by how many games I was winning with it. I thought I'd go about 50-50, but I think I won 9 out of the first 10 games I played. It's surprisingly resilient. I figured that the creatures would be really easy to kill and I'd have trouble keeping offense going, but that was not the case. It definitely plays more like a tempo deck than just a straight aggro deck. But it is a fun deck. The games go fairly quick, so it's good for grinding as you're trying to build a collection. And I think you guys are going to like it. So we're going to jump into some games here. Save changes. Oops. The main change I made was I put in full art lands because I really like those full art lands. I'm hoping that those are still available after the Amonkhet block rotates out because I really like the look of them. All right. Number of unblockable attackers seems like a fine start. I would like to draw into a Curious Obsession. Get some card draw going. Pinterest Impulse. There's... Alright, I'm going to hold off on the Obsession. I want to use my mana a little bit more efficiently, so I'm going to get out the Departed Deckhand. And then next turn, mostly what I'll do is I'll put Curious Obsession on the Herald, and I'll leave 2 mana open that I can use either for an end-of-turn Merfolk Trickster or a counterspell, perhaps a Syncopate for 1, or if I draw into an Essence Scatter. Yes, I would like to draw a card. Ooh. The Chart of Course could be nice. But I think I'm going to hold up for the Counter Magic and or the Merfolk Trickster. I wouldn't mind getting a 4th island. Nothing I can do about that. this block? No. Okay. I have a wizard. So I can play the Storm Tamer and still leave mana open for a Wizard's Retort. And or a Merfolk Trickster. Don't care about that. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't care about that yet. I will let him attack with the Ronus. I'll take the 5, and that way I can get rid of the Llanowar Elves as a blocker. And that should be 9 exactly. And just that quick, this deck wins with just a bunch of little small creatures and a couple timely counter spells or tempo plays with that Merfolk Trickster. Okay, jump into another game here. Any lame name. Okay, I've got the Obsession, I've got the Herald, I've got the Dive Down to protect the Herald that has the Obsession on it, so I'm going to keep that. We're gonna try to race this deck. We'll get a bunch of guys out. That way next turn we can play the Curious Obsession, we'll have the Dive Down available, and we'll have the Storm Tamer available. We don't have to worry. Okay. We don't have to worry about the Chain Whirler yet. Like that. Protect both of them from a Chain Whirler. Got a pretty decent start. I think my card drawing engine is a little bit better than the Courier has going right now. Protect my guy. And I like that. So I'm going to use the Trickster on the courier that has the extra cards, forcing either discard right then or lose them. I'll use it as a blocker. Ooh. Okay. I need to counter that. So we're going to play the Trickster, so I have a wizard in play. And then we're going to Wizardry Tort.
Oh, now you're asking for it.
I am asking for it, you're correct. Okay. We want to play that out. That gives us lethal on the board. There we go. Alright, jump into game 3.